What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry for being away for a couple of days. I just had some stuff that needed fixing, so I was not really able to create videos, but now I'm back. I got myself a new mic, so hopefully the audio will be much better. This episode contains 3 malicious compliance stories. Just sit back and relax. Sure, I'll come in on my day of work and make everyone stay late. I used to work in a factory that would shut down and be completely cleaned every weekend. Only 2 people were needed for this, and they only had to supervise and help the hired cleaning company. At the time I had a boyfriend living 2 hours from me, and every weekend I would take the train to see him. My supervisor knew this, as it came up in casual conversation before. On Friday I checked the rooster hung in the break room. I was not scheduled for cleaning duties this weekend, so I could go to my boyfriend. Happy coincidence, I made a photo of the rooster to send to a coworker, since she forgot to check it and had already left for the day. On Saturday morning, I got a call from the supervisor. S. Where are you? What? You're supposed to be here, you're scheduled to work. No, my name wasn't on the rooster yesterday. Well, I put it on there yesterday evening. You're supposed to check it before you leave. I had the morning shift, how can I check the rooster in the evening? You should just ask a coworker to check it for you. Now get over here. I'm in the town that is 2 hours away and you called me out of bed? I don't care how long it takes. You're scheduled for today, so you're working today. Fine, I'll be there as soon as possible. I love the pay. Saturday was overtime, so extra pay. So I got dressed, took a shower and hopped on the train. From the train station to the factory is another half hour. So I got there about 3 hours after cleaning duties were supposed to begin, and everyone had to stay 3 hours longer than usual, double overtime. The cleaning crew didn't mind, since they got paid extra too. The other coworker wasn't too thrilled, understandably, but he knew how unreasonable the supervisor could be. As for the supervisor herself, when I arrived, finally, what took you so long? Like I said on the phone, I wasn't exactly close. Next time, just check the damn rooster. I did, I even have a photo of the rooster on Friday at 1 PM. Pulls out phone. And as you can see, I was not on it. Don't try to blame me for this. I was pretty pissed at her behavior at this point. We'll see how the boss thinks about your work ethics. I'll show him the photo. According to my contract, my rooster is supposed to be communicated to me 2 weeks beforehand. That shut her up for the day. We all got paid heavily. The cleaning crew got paid to sit around and drink coffee for 3 hours, and the next morning I found out what happened with the rooster on Friday. Apparently, another coworker had told the supervisor that she wouldn't be able to work for a week, the week of the incident, due to surgery on her arm. She had told her a month before. S, being not so bright, thought the coworker could just come in on Saturday since it was only to watch if the cleaning crew are doing everything correctly and not stealing anything. The coworker, upon seeing her name on the rooster, clarified in no uncertain terms that she would not be working due to potentially very heavy pain. This shouldn't be a problem since there were about 10 people who could work in her stead. But no, S decided. Instead of asking for a volunteer, she would wait until the day before and just write a name on the rooster and hope that they had no plans and notice their name on the rooster. There were no consequences for S this time. But the cleaning crew had a great laugh and a nice paycheck, and so did I. Want me to practice German and don't care how? Jackpot. In high school, I learned a few foreign languages. German was one of them. The teacher was very strict, but quite fair. I discovered in the second year that I learned much better while listening to music, so in most of my classes I brought my MP3 player, and the teachers just rolled with it. It boosted my grades tremendously, so they didn't complain. The German teacher didn't like me listening to music and told me, you need to practice German, not focus on picking a song to listen to. So you can't listen to your music, techno, anymore. The next day I showed up with my MP3 player again, but loaded with Rammstein, German rock metal. When the teacher told me to put it away, I let her listen to it and she chuckled. Fine, you win. German music is allowed, but only if you can sing one song with perfect pronunciation at the end of the year. She never did make me sing a German song, but I did uphold my promise to only listen to German music in her class. Some teachers are awesome. Okay, I was a witness to this one, not the victim or perpetrator. Many years back, I lived in Brisbane, Australia. Myself and a group of friends lived a fun life. We were all young, with lots of whining and dining each weekend. This particular weekend, we decided to do curry at our favorite curry house, the Punjabi Palace. Free plug here, they are awesome. I have eaten around the world and they are the best I ever had. At one of our parties, there was a good friend, Cornelius, Corny for short, who liked hot foods. The problem was that he did not know when to stop, and when he went too far, his pride would not let him admit it. So the rather pretty young waitress came over to get our orders. I don't remember what we had, apart from one special request from Corny. He wanted the Vindaloo made as hot as they could possibly make it. No hotter, he wanted it Indian heat. Obviously, the waitress, possibly a little insulted, suggested that this would be somewhat unwise and perhaps he would like to reconsider. For reference, this restaurant does not mess around with making curries for Westerners. If they say something is hot, then believe me, it is hot. But no, Corny absolutely insisted, and so the order was taken. I watched as the waitress went to the kitchen door and spent some time explaining the request to the cooks. Soon, two heads peered around the door as she pointed to our table. One cook looked horrified, whereas the other grinned evilly and I swear raised his hand in a benediction such as a priest might use when administering the last rites. Would I lie to you? So we all dug in and enjoyed our food. All was good until I heard a mouse-like squeak come from Corny. He appeared to be steaming and had gone bright red. "How's the Vindaloo, Corny?" Gasping a little. Great, you have to try some of this." I had to admit I was intrigued and put a very small amount onto some rice and spooned it to my mouth. Now, please understand that I am no lightweight when it comes to hot foods. I will eat a good hot curry with the best of them, no problems. So understand when I say that this was the hottest thing I have ever put in my mouth. My first impression was that someone had placed a blowtorch between my teeth and burnt a hole through the back of my head. I could hear my teeth popping like popcorn, and I am pretty sure I saw my tongue run across the table, yelping like a dog. My throat contracted as it vented steam from my newly cauterized stomach up and out through my nostrils. Big mistake. Burning my sinuses clean of hair, skin, flesh, and any remaining ability to smell, which was good, as I think my eyebrows had caught fire. My vision swam until I began seeing things that most people will never experience without several hours of prior recreational drug use. At least that is how I remember it. Now, for the good bit and after I had returned to the land of the living by soaking my intestines with around a gallon of lager, Corny Sprite. Refusing to admit it was too hot, Corny gamely loaded up his plate with a lot of rice and more kamikaze vindaloo and proceeded to struggle through it along with copious quantities of beer. Periodically, he would very generously offer some of the molten lava to each of us in an effort to not have to empty the entire bowl himself. Trust me guys, this stuff is great, you gotta try it. Ugh. Suffice to say, we preferred to watch as poor Corny sweated his way through the bowl, slowly turning purple and commenting on the rainbow dragons swimming around the room. When we finally went to check out, we were greeted by the entire family that runs the place, from the very aged patriarch to the two cooks to the youngest server, our waitress. Many thanks for coming and huge grins all around. Going through the receipt, I noticed they had not charged for the killer vindaloo. The father just grinned and the pretty waitress gave me a wink and nodded at my friend as he wobbled his way out of the door and into a light post. Good times. Alright everyone, that was everything I have for today. I will be back tomorrow with a new video, possibly entitled Parents. Make sure you check that one too. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you have enjoyed this video and subscribe. Peace.